Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I wanted to talk a little bit about something that a lot of Swedes know about but not so many non-Swedes. It's called Attefallshouses. Houses we actually deliver. It's part of the business I run in Sweden, and here's a little photos will be popping in and out of houses we built and delivered. An Attefallshouse is a Swedish type of it's not permit free, it's a less permitted auxiliary dwelling or additional dwelling that you're allowed to put on whichever property has a single family home. So if anyone in Sweden owns a property with a normal single family home, they're always going to be allowed to add an Attefallshouse, and there's certain regulations that makes it an Attefallshouse. Most of it is regarding size. So the maximum size of an Attefallshouse is 30 square meters. That's approximately 300 square feet. They can be no more than 4 meters high from the surrounding ground to the top of the roof. And that 30 square meter size is the exterior measurements of the house you build. An Attefallshouse can be a multiple different types of things. It can be a garage, or it can be a guest house, or it can be a permanent residence that you rent. So one of the most popular things that we see so far is that a lot of people buy them to either create more space for grandkids and stuff, and have like summer guests or holiday guests, or they build them to rent them either permanently or for vacation rentals in order to increase their cash flow. And it's quite clever, because if you own just a normal single family home in Sweden and you negotiate a good mortgage, most times you can add an Attefallshouse in your yard and use the income from the Attefallshouse to actually pay for your whole living situation. So it's a way of life hacking. The process of getting one of these houses is quite simple. What you need to do is you have to have, like I said before, a property with a single family home on it, and when you have that, you can go into your county and show them drawings of what you want to build. That new house can't then be bigger than 30 square meters or 4 meters high. So you show them a drawing of what you want to do, and sometimes to add for some additional documentation, and it could be like anything from fire safety protection if you're close to another house, and they usually want a drawing of your lot, where you paint, or like where you draw in where the house is going to sit. Normally it has to sit at least 4.5 meters from the property border, so you can't build it right on the border. You're allowed to be close to the border if your neighbor gives a written permission that he approves of it. But yeah, normally you just draw up the house you want, and you draw in on a map where you want to put it. And sometimes they want some extra documentation on well, if you're going to use it for permanent residence especially. They have these two different types you can apply for, just like a guest house or a simple building. Usually they want them without, I'd say it's like if you apply for a house with all the stuff you need to live in, meaning like full bathroom, full kitchen, water, electricity, sewer, all that stuff, then they consider it a permanent residence, most counties, which means they would require a bit more. So they want to make sure that when you build your bathroom and install the water lines and all that, you follow Swedish building standards in order to not get issues later with water damage and stuff like that. So for some of these more livable Attefallshouses, the county will require a little extra paperwork. So yeah, you fill out all the paperwork, send it into the county. They will give you an approval. Once you have your approval, you can go ahead and build the house. And normally, as you do so, you follow what's called a control plan, where you write in all the steps and verify that you've done them correctly and that it's done exactly the way you said it would be done when you did your application. And then when you're done, you'll sign off on that control plan, send it to the county, and they should give you a thumbs up, so you're good to go. Hannes, where are we?
We are in Fjällbacka, Sweden.
Who are we and what are we doing? We are
Husideal.
Most people hire someone to build a house for them. Obviously, you can build it yourself, or you can hire local contractors to build it on site. We're actually doing a site built house right now with the company I run in Sweden. when we provide Attefallshouses. I'm going to take you by and show you that real quick. But yeah, we do. You can have a local contractor do a site-built house for you, or you can buy. This is the most popular version of doing it, and what I've been specializing in, producing and delivering key turn Attefallshouses, where you can contact our company there and tell us what you want, and we'll help you with the drawing, help you with the county application, build a house for you, help you hire a local contractor to make a foundation, and then just deliver a key turn house and lift it on site, so you have no stuff going on your property, and you get it all done in a factory. It takes about 10 to 12 weeks, and then it's all delivered to you and put on your lot ready to go, which makes it super smooth and easy. So if you want one, I'd say the best way to go about it is to just shoot me a direct message, or go visit our company website and tell us what you want and what you're looking for, and we'll help you. But yeah, that's about how it's done. So a quick recap is that an Attefallshouse, or Bolundare as some people call it, is a smaller house that you're allowed to put on your lot if you have an existing main building on it already. The name Attefallshouse comes from the family name of the minister that pushed this legislation through. And what the legislation is they're not permit free. You need to apply for the right to put up an Attefallshouse, and you do that with the local county. Now, sadly, all the different counties in Sweden have different ideas about how to handle this, and some have gone a little overboard, not following the national directives for these houses that are supposed to be very simple to get a permit for. They wanted to let us do it here in Sweden to create more affordable housing, and it's kind of working, because people, like I said, are able to build it in the yard and rent it. But you need an existing single family home, and you need to own the lot. If you do, you're allowed to apply for a permit to put up an Attefallshouse Bolundare. And these houses that you add are allowed to be no more than 30 square meters or 4 meters high. And you do need to make an application to the county, but it's a lot simpler than a normal building permit. You're also always allowed to put these Attefallshouses on your lot, even though you've already used all the building rights, the zoning permits, or if you're in special zones where you otherwise wouldn't be allowed to build. So the idea is that everybody is going to be allowed to put one of these on their property if they wanted to. And then if you want to go ahead, you do the county application, where you send in the drawings of the house you want to build. You show where on the lot you want to put it. You add some documentations if the county needs it, for potentially like water lines, electricity, ventilation, fire protection. And once you have it approved, you can go ahead and build it. And when it's done, you send in a control plan, or the county will send a controller to make sure you followed the application, and they'll sign it off, and you got a ready to go house on your lot. And you can either rent it to make passive income, or you can use it to live in yourself and rent a big house, or you can use it as a guest house, or you can use it as a garage, or anything you want. If you want one, go ahead and order it through us. It'll make me really happy. It's really high quality houses for the best possible price. So we're really proud of the houses we deliver, and I'd love to deliver one to you if you're interested. We're also visiting my colleague who has just taken delivery of one of our factory built houses, where we're actually waiting for windows this time, because we had to they were a little delayed due to COVID. It's been hard with some of the building materials. It's been a whole nationwide business, or worldwide shortage of certain things in the construction industry, and the windows are coming any day now, so we'll go back and see that house once it's done. But he's just taken delivery of a site built, or a factory built house that was put on a foundation that was made there already, and they have started the foundation for a pool that the customer wanted as well. So my colleague Hannes is running this pretty big project where he's helping this guy get an Attefallshouse with a roof terrace, so he got access to that ocean view that he didn't have before, and he's also helping him install a pool. I'll link both our homepage and the YouTube down below, so you can go check both. But yeah, I think that's it. I hope this explained things somewhat reasonably good, so you know what's going on, and if you have any more questions, just let me know. Now, time for a cold swim in the Swedish Ocean before going on with the rest of the day. Thank you for watching. Talk soon. Bye.